good afternoon, good evening, friends of Wealthy with you. Friends of Wealth Wednesday, how are you doing? We believe you're continuing to learn. We are all in this together. We are learning together, we are growing together. And so if you're learning, we trust that you're following us on all our social media pages. We trust that you're recommending our platforms to your friends. Let us grow together. That is the least that you can ask of you in terms of helping us also to grow. So we have been looking the whole of this month, we've been addressing the subject of how to fund our investments, what platforms are available. And we have looked at the power of Chama. The last 3 Wednesdays we've covered the power of the Chama, and I believe now we are fully equipped. Should you still require any further clarifications, or you have a Chama and you'd like us to come and speak to you, you can reach out, you can send us an inbox, you can reach out through the contacts that are given. We will come and speak to your Chamas. That is one of the things that we do, helping people to structure their Chamas, to put order, helping people to harness the potential of a Chama. But today we want to look at the second option that you can use to pull your resources together, and that is the upgrade of a Chama. And so today we want to address the benefits of being in a Sacco or in a savings and credit society. We have addressed this subject briefly in our previous recordings, but a lot of people keep on asking us, why should I belong in a cooperative? Why should we upgrade our Chama from just an ordinary Chama to now a cooperative? And we want to give 7 advantages of being in a savings and credit Sacco, or 7 advantages of being in a savings and credit organization or Sacco. So the first advantage is that you can easily access loans. It is in a Sacco that you can easily access a loan without a lot of requirements. Like the way you go to a bank, the way if you want a loan, even if you have been saving in that bank, you have an account, they will ask you for security, they will ask you for proof that you will be able to pay this loan. The Sacco is the place where you can easily access credit. And in some Saccos, you can access all the way from 3 times your saving to 5 times. I know Saccos that are currently giving their members up to 5 times their savings. Imagine if you have saved 1 million in a Sacco and you can access a loan of up to 5 million, what is it that you can't now begin to do in terms of empowering yourself economically? So the Sacco is the place where you can easily access credit. So whereas in a Chama, you'll only be able to get what every member contributes, or equivalent to each member's contribution put in total. Now we upgrade to that space where you're not just taking your savings, but you can get up to 3 times, up to 4 times, up to 5 times of your savings. So you can see it's already a major upgrade. The second benefit of being in a Sacco is that it's like you're forcing yourself to save. The fact that you will not be able to borrow, you can borrow 3 times your saving, is motivation enough for you to want to save as much as possible. So multiplied by 3, whatever you have saved then gives you enough of resources in terms of credit. So it is like you're forcing yourself to save. Whereas in the Chama, you only contribute what every member is contributing. Here in the Sacco, it is you who drives yourself based on your investment goals, based on your saving goals. So you're forcing yourself to save. And the motivation is because as much as you save, when it is now applied to the multiplication times 3, times 4, times 5, you're entitled, or you can easily get a good loan. The fourth thing is that when you borrow and other people borrow, the interest that you pay on those loans ultimately comes back to you as dividends. Part of it will come to you as dividends because you are a member of this Sacco. It's not like when you go to a bank, you borrow a loan, you pay at 12%, 14%. You will never get a portion of what you pay as interest. But in a Sacco, your interest ultimately comes back to you. So it's like you're paying yourself. You have borrowed, you pay your interest. At the end of the year, when the audit is done, a dividend or interest is declared, it comes back to you. So part of what you paid out as interest will end up coming back to you. So that is one of the biggest advantages of saving in a Sacco, borrowing from a Sacco over borrowing from a bank. The fact that what you pay out as interest will ultimately come back to you in the form of either dividend or in form of interest. The other advantage of being in a Sacco, the fourth advantage, is that the loans are very low priced. Almost all Saccos that I have encountered, the interest on loans is 1% per month or 12% per year. There are some that even charge 10% per year. There's nowhere else, even in those our chamas, that you can borrow money that you're paying at 1% per month. Most of the chamas I've encountered, when you borrow money, you pay at 5% per month or sometimes even 10% per month. And that is why it becomes so burdensome to the members. Granted, the interest is also equally shared at the end of the year, but sometimes it becomes impossible for you to keep up because the interest is very, very high. By the way, when you take a loan from that chama and you're paying at 10% per month, if you multiply that by the year, you will find that you're borrowing that money at 120% per year. Compare that with 12% per year in the Sacco. That is the cheapest place for you to access a loan. And then the other benefit, the fifth benefit of being in a Sacco, is that you will not be required to have security. Your security is your friends that you have joined together. They come and guarantee you. So your security is your guarantors. This is not like the bank loans where you'll be told, bring a title deed, bring a logbook, bring a this. You must guarantee or secure your loan. Here, as long as you have people to guarantee you the amount that you want to borrow, then you can easily access a loan. That's advantage number 5. Advantage number 6 of being in a in a Sacco is that you are a member. You speak to the governance of that Sacco. Members come together every year in an annual general meeting and you make the rules that you want to govern that Sacco. Every year you come together in an AGM, the management gives you reports. You question them when you think they are not doing very well. You yourself can volunteer yourself for leadership if you're elected and get into the leadership of the Sacco. So it is like you are a shareholder in that Sacco. Unlike in other financial institutions where, except you have bought some little shares there, your voice does not count in the governance of that financial institution. In the Sacco, your voice counts, your vote counts. So you are a shareholder of that Sacco and your voice counts in the governance of the Sacco. The other benefits, that must be benefit number 7, is that unlike in the chama where we said that there's no guarantee that when somebody borrows, they will pay. And therefore, you're not sure that even your own contributions are safe. In the Sacco, your contributions, your savings are safe. Reason being, if somebody borrows and they do not pay, their guarantors will be deducted. And therefore, it's unlikely that you will lose, because if somebody borrows and they don't pay, their loan is recovered from the guarantors. So that is one of the biggest benefits your contributions, your savings are secure. I know there are some SACCOs where people refuse to pay, they are followed up, it never works out, but ultimately there are mechanisms of safeguarding a member's contributions. That's number 7. Number 8 and last is that the Sacco is a formally registered movement. You cannot operate as a Sacco unless you're registered with the ministry, and therefore the movement, the Sacco, is regulated by the government. Currently, it falls under the Ministry of Cooperatives, Micro and SMEs. So the government is behind the Sacco movement. So there you are. 8 great advantages of joining the Sacco movement. So are you in a Sacco? Would you like to join one? And so we invite you to join us for the next episode when we look at what do you look out for when choosing a Sacco to join. So we wish you all the best. Please continue sharing our recordings. Continue implementing. For instance, if you're not in any Sacco right now as we speak, consider going out and joining or starting to shop for a Sacco that you can join as you wait for our next recording, where we shall tell you what to look out for as you make the choice of a Sacco. All the best. God bless you.